assume you don't mean baseball.
I don't.
Okay.
Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe they did.
Well, I think that there's a somewhat limited audience of people to pitch in Philadelphia. So if you look at the types of investors that you pitch, or that you would pitch in Philadelphia as compared to the rest of the country, again, let's go back to what I said previously. You want to look for people who you know invest, and you know invest in types of situations that you're pitching. And in this case, in this room, probably, we're all in the same boat as being very early stage. There aren't a lot of early stage investors in Philadelphia. And there might be those that say that there are early stage investors here in Philadelphia, and they might very well be early stage investors from their perception. But there are other early stage investors in other parts of the country that are very much earlier than early stage investors here. So pitching here is a good place to practice your pitch. And I would say that you should pitch as often as possible, even though it takes a lot of time. It's like when you were interviewing for your first job. That first interview was a little rough, and the second one was a little bit sharper, and the third one was even better, and you began to understand what worked and what didn't work in the way that you pitched yourself. It's the same thing with your company. So pitching in Philadelphia is a great place to practice. And you'll typically get feedback, but you won't get money. At least that's what I found. So pitching in the rest of the world, well, again, it all depends where you're pitching. New York, investors in New York, it's an amazing, vibrant community. A lot of entrepreneurs. The ecosystem of having entrepreneurs who have been successful, who are living there, drive a significant amount of investment in early stage deals because they know what it's like. They see the opportunities. They've lived the opportunities and they've lived the challenges. The interesting thing is that if you're based in Philadelphia and you're pitching someplace else around the country, be prepared for that person that you're pitching to say, who's invested with you locally? Okay? That's a big thing that you want to think about. So if you ever want to go pitch to potential investors outside of where you are locally, try to at least go there with some local investor already supporting you, even if it's at a smaller level. Because guys that are in California or in Boston even, in particular, they'd rather invest in a company that's a little bit closer to them than one that's farther away.